following is a presentation of the National Sim Racing League of America. Enjoy the race. Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here on the NRLOA channel, and this is race number 7. Yeah, it is race number 7. I remember the exact number. Race number 7 in the 2018 CSX IndyLights series. We are here at Road America for the Wisconsin Grand Prix, a 5-lap race on this 4-mile road course at Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. I'm alongside John Arndt once again. He'll be alongside us possibly for the IndyCar race, not entirely sure about that, but he was alongside us yesterday, so you know how that Turkey Hill Series race went, and it was between the top two. Will we see that here today, or will these IndyCar machines give us a different story here for this 5-lap event here today?
I think we might see the same story. The top 4 have a chance, especially the top 2, but I'm not sure about anyone else near the end of the race. It's a 5-lap race, so it's very short, basically a sprint race, so anything happen or nothing can happen at all.
Yeah, we're just going to have to see. It is Daniel McMillan and Ryan Gondillo on the front row. Very good chance one of those two guys will be in victory lane at the end of the day. Here's how they line up in the point standings. Mitchell Henderson, still the points leader, 112 points towards the championship for him. Outside pole sitter Ryan Gondillo is second with 13 behind Henderson. Jonathan Wong, our last winner here in the IndyLights series, is 15 behind. Our pole sitter Daniel McMillan is 19 behind. Landon Lyons, Steve Morgan tied for 5th in the points, both 23 behind here today at Road America. We're not going to do a full pace lap for this series, it's not necessary to do so. Daniel McMillan on the pole alongside Ryan Gondillo for the front row. Row number 2. It's Diego Yepez going for his first career win. We saw Ian Canario get his first career win yesterday. See if Yepez can do so here today. Audra Baranowskis, the Freedom 50 winner. Alongside him, we got Ian Canario, who won here yesterday in the Turkey Hill Series, alongside Martin Keelemash-Quickazan, our last winner, Jonathan Wong and Landon Lyons, and Wyatt Quayle in the 6 of Eli Bright, who finished 3rd yesterday here in the Turkey Hill Series event. So we'll have to see what Bright can do in this one. We'll have to see what our pole sitter does here on the beginning of the race. The whole shot is very important. It's Daniel McMillan and Ryan Gondillo on the front row. We are green flag racing here at Road America. Side by side, entering turn 1. McMillan trying to hold on, but Gondillo's going to have a slight advantage on the inside. No, McMillan will clear for the lead. And you got Martin Kay up to 3rd now as he got around. Ian Canario and Diego Yepez now trying to get around Audra Baranowskis on the start of the race. It's McMillan out front here at Road America.
I'm interested to learn how Yepez actually started to fall back. He lost 2 positions right there, actually, at this time.
Oh boy, that is the 41, Wyatt Quayle off the racetrack. He started in the top 10. He has fallen to last. Not a good run at all for Wyatt Quayle in this event here today. Baranowskis off. Keelemash-Quickazan for 3rd. Trying to get another win, his 5th career Napa Fan win, his 5th win in this series. They're off a little bit there. The carousel will be interesting with these Indy cars. You see Eli Bright trying to hang tough on that outside. Canario and Landon Lyons will get around him. Lyons looking to the inside of Canario. Not happening there.
Going through the kink. Right there. And as we see, the 2 leaders are really holding out to a lead, but they're also sticking together just like the Turkey Hill Series yesterday, which is not surprising at all.
It isn't. We see that pretty commonly here. Of course, we saw Keelemash-Quickazan move up to 3rd there, and Yepez fall back. That shuffle for that 2nd position really changed things. Canario, sorry, it's not Canario, that's Gondillo. We're really close in the style of names right there. Gondillo almost looked to the inside of McMillan, was not able to do so. McMillan will lead lap 1 of 5.
Right,
and Gondillo all over the back of the 35. Going to try the outside here, but he's not able to make the pass as McMillan had the defensive line through turn 1.
I don't understand why he didn't look to the inside there. He was all in the dirty air of the leader, and it's not a good idea to stick behind a driver, especially in these open wheel cars.
Definite there for Ryan Gondillo in the 34. He's got a good chance of winning this thing, though. If he does, it'll be his second win of the season here in the CSX IndyLights Series. He got the win at Richmond. He comes into this race second in the points, but McMillan's also up there in the points as well. So both of these guys are pretty big championship contenders. And this race begins the second half of the season. Including this event, only 6 races remain until we crown a champion here in the CSX IndyLights Series, and it could very well be one of these two guys. A guy with IndyCar experience and a guy with a lot of Chick-fil-A Cup Series experience, and even though those cars are much different, still, any experience is good, especially in a series like this. McMillan, one of the more experienced guys in the series, and he's showing his experience right now, holding off Ryan Gondillo here in the Wisconsin Grand Prix.
I honestly don't understand why Gondillo is sticking right underneath the rear bumper of McMillan because, or the other way around. I don't understand why that's happening because he's acting like they're in stock cars, but these cars, if you just touch the bumpers just together, it's going to take both of them out at the same time.
I have a feeling that Gondillo is trying to keep a draft with McMillan to stay with him. And even though these cars do not have much downforce, they still do poke a decent amount of a hole in the air. So Gondillo trying to close in on him that way. You see Kilometre Quickizan, I think he's going to close in quite a bit there. He did. And, yeah, those guys, even though they're single file, they're not really pulling away right now from the 84. So that's interesting right there. I mean, Gondillo still has a chance here at this win, though, if McMillan slips up anywhere on this racetrack. And we saw it a few times yesterday where guys would overshoot corners. That could be a win for the number 34 if McMillan is not careful.
Especially in those... Oh, again, right there up against the rear tires. That is not a good idea to try to get that close to the guy in front of you.
It definitely isn't. Gondillo trying to close in on McMillan, but McMillan is taking the defensive line through each corner, and while they're battling, Martin Kilometre Quickizan is closing in the 84. Actually did overshoot that corner, so just as I say that, he kind of falls back a little bit. Gondillo trying to hang tight on this 35 machine. We'll go through the field. You got Audra Baranowskis in the 4th position. Diego Yepes in 5th. Eli Bright, our last winner, Jonathan Wong. Landon Lyons, Ying Canario, and Micah Knapp round out the top 10. There's Brad Stover, who turned 20 on the day we're recording this, which was 11 days ago. So happy birthday to Brad Stover. The 67 machine of Derek Hamill. There's Nicholas Wade. Mitchell Henderson, our points leader, really deep in the field in the 78. Not good for him. Juan Garcia, Steve Morgan, and the 41 machine of Wyatt Quayle, who we saw go off the racetrack earlier on. Baranowskis trying to get to the inside of Martin Kilometre Quickizan, unable to do so. It's really hard to get a run off the final corner and make a pass from there. But we'll see if Baranowskis makes a move on the 84. She's going to try to the inside. There she goes. Will she get it?
Not enough of a... Oh, maybe.
She might, but yeah, she needed Yepes to kind of help her there. But it's tough to make a pass through turn 1 as well. That outside lane's the place to be through turn 1. Some of the best places to make passes are turn 3 and turn 4. Those two places are pretty good places to make passes. And then that last corner before the carousel, which I believe would be turn 6 or 7. But right there, turn 3, and then coming up to turn 4, especially turn 4. You see you guys get that inside lane to work pretty well. It makes this race course very interesting. Some corners, the outside lane's the place to be. You get a good run. Others, it's the inside lane that ends up working out pretty well. McMillan has pulled away from Gondillo. That's good news for McMillan, who started on the pole for this race. Usually the pole sitter of this race gets the win. But Gondillo came close there a couple times to get around him, so we'll see if he can close back in and pressure him again.
34 was close to actually getting off the track there at the carousel, which was kind of interesting. Trying to use as much space as possible to try to close in on the 35, but they're spreading out too much. He should have made his move much earlier in the race instead of waiting till now. Probably wore out his tires a bit too early.
Definitely should have done that and waited it out, but we'll have to see. You never know when McMillan could go off the racetrack. I don't think anybody has completely gone off in this race. I think everybody's still in this thing, and they are, so we're not really getting a race where these guys are making a lot of mistakes. Baranowskis again trying to get around Martin Kay. She wants that third position. That's a good amount of points right there. Once you get in the top 5, the points gaps are a lot bigger, and it's a big chunk of points there in between 3rd and 4th place. Gonna stay right behind them there. McMillan takes the white flag here in the Wisconsin Grand Prix. As he continues to dominate here, Baranowskis off. She overshot it. And Yepez is now going to get to the inside of her and take 4th away. That's a bad move by Baranowskis, and I think this 47's going to get it. We'll have to see. He's got the outside entering turn 3 here. He might get the slingshot there. He's also going to have the outside in turn 4 as well, and that might not work out too well for him. Baranowskis is going to let him by, so a pass right there for Diego Yepez. There's some points right there for the 47, and he really needs it in this series. You got Stover and Nicholas Wade side by side here. And we also had a couple other guys side by side. They got out of it. Gondillo is closing back in a little bit, but I just don't think he's going to have enough time. Unless McMillan goes off here, and he's not. I think Daniel McMillan's going to get a win, and he's got a Chick-fil-A Cup Series win under his belt this season. Looking for a win here in the IndyLights Series, looking for a second win of the year on Napa Fan. It might come here today at Road America. It all came down to qualifying, grabbed the pole, and with that, he has led every lap so far en route to his first win of the season. We'll see if it will be his first win of the season. Got Gondillo closing in there through Canada Corner. Not going to do it. Daniel McMillan in the 35 will pick up right where he started and get the win here in the Wisconsin Grand Prix at Road America. Daniel McMillan gets the one here he should have won last year in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, or at least he felt like it. Almost got that win back in Season 6 here. But he's got Road America now, the winner of the Wisconsin Grand Prix. Ryan Gondillo finishing second. Martin Kielemash-Koikazan, Diego Yepez, and Audra Baranowskis, the top 5 here today. But we're not done today over on Napa Fan in less than half an hour. And if you watch the entire thing, right when it went up, it's going to be 17 minutes from now. We got the Kohler Grand Prix and the Haas IndyCar Series here from Road America. That race will have pit stops, so that could get pretty interesting there. Here in the IndyLights Series, it was Daniel McMillan, the winner of the Wisconsin Grand Prix.
Very interesting race. I feel like Gondillo should have made his move, especially in those first 2 laps when he was right there on the rear bumper of McMillan. But squandered the opportunity by staying right there in the tracks, partly allowing Martin Kay to be able to catch up to him. And McMillan just had control of the whole race.
Did. And we'll see whoever gets the pole in the IndyCar race, if they'll have control of the entire event. It could get pretty interesting later for the 10-lap event here at Road America. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. Congratulations to Daniel McMillan for his victory here at Road America. I'll see you guys in just a little bit for the Haas IndyCar Series right here in Wisconsin. On behalf of John Art, congratulations to Daniel McMillan once again. Here are the point standings for the CSX IndyLights Series after 7 races. And I will see you guys later.